Hi Larry, hi Beth Ann, hi everyone else. Thank you for inviting me in through the magic of modern technology. And what I'd like to do in this brief video is share with you two things. One, a little bit about our work at Values Coach, our philosophy and our approach. And second, how we might work together with you and ORD to create something that I know you'll be proud of and something that we'll be proud of and can point to as a national model for transforming people through the power of values and transforming organizations through the power of people, which is our primary focus. Everything we do here at Values Coach relates one way or another to values. Values-based life skills, values-based leadership skills. And so we begin with our course on the 12 core action values. A 60-module course, 12 values, things like authenticity, courage, perseverance, integrity, the values that we all aspire to living more effectively. 12 values, and for each value there are 4 cornerstones. How do you put action into the value? Because if you don't act upon it, it is just a good intention. And when you get a critical mass of people buying into and acting upon those 12 values and the cornerstones that put action into those values, what you end up seeing in the organizational level is a culture of ownership. And some of you I know have seen the book, The Florence Prescription, moving from a culture of mere accountability, I'm looking over your shoulder, going to hold your feet to the fire, to a culture of ownership where you don't have to hold people's feet to the fire because they own their work. And there you see characteristics like commitment to the values, the vision, the mission, engagement in the work with the patients, with their co-workers, passion, pride. Those are outcomes. Those are the things that flow from a critical mass of people buying into their values. Now, in our typical approach, and what we would probably do with you is some variation of this, it is essential that we begin with the management team. The managers need to understand, buy into, and really accept and adopt the 12 core action values. Really want to aspire to creating that culture of ownership rather than just a culture of accountability. So that's where we begin, and we define what are our desired outcomes. What's the process going to be? Where do we want this to go? Then, once we have that buy-in, that understanding, the managers have gone through the course, then we take it organization-wide. And I typically come in and do a series of pep rally, motivational talks. Get people excited about it. Get people to understand it. Give people some tools they can take home, like the Self-Empowerment Pledge. Things that they can post on the fridge, talk to their kids about. Things that can help them be more effective managing their lives, their time, their money, their career, everything else. You will have a few people rolling their eyes, oh, the motivational speaker. But you know, in our experience, they're very few, and typically most of them even come around. Most people get pretty excited about it. Within that group, that total universe of all employees, some employees are going to want to take the full course, the 2-day course on the 12 core action values. We make them apply. There's an application form, there's a job description, which we will tailor with the management team. But they have to want to be there, and they go through the 2-day course. And then that, we call them spark plugs, because that's what we want them to do. We want them to spark. And that group stays together, typically over a long period of time. Some of our groups have been going for years, and they get involved in a variety of different activities within and outside of the hospital. We have one group right now, for example, raising money for a homeless shelter. We provide them with ongoing tools. Try to keep things going. And then, after I leave, my goal, and frankly your goal should be, that someday nobody remembers me or Values Coach, but the things we have shared have become a fabric of your organization, part of the culture. People talk about authenticity and courage and perseverance, talk about mission and pride and passion, talk about a culture of ownership and self-empowerment and the tools we share as if they were always there, because in the greatest sense they really were always there. And so we will leave you with a whole set of tools that help you continue the teaching, continue the growing, continue encouraging people to work together as the Spark Plug group expands and grows, as the philosophy that we've shared expands and grows. Typically, it's a very interactive process. We don't have a cookie cutter. We want to help you figure out what are the goals, what are the outcomes we really want to achieve, and then work with you to achieve those outcomes. That's our typical approach. That's how we might work together. I am looking forward to coming out and visiting with everybody. I hope you have a great strategic planning meeting. You know how to reach me if there's anything I can do to help out during the process. I believe that Beth Ann even has my cell phone number, and nobody other than my wife has my cell phone number. So feel free to call. Have a great meeting. Call me if there's anything I can do, and I will look forward to visiting with you in the near future. See ya.